It's party time. Welcome to Glasgow Go-Getters YouTube channel. My name is Kit. It's party time. Why, you may ask? Exactly 5 years ago today, on the 23rd of February 2016, I made a major decision to develop my communication and public speaking skills. I decided to join a global organisation called Toastmasters International. What is Toastmasters? Toastmasters was founded in 1924 by Dr. Ralph Smedley, who coincidentally had his birthday yesterday. Why did I join Toastmasters? Let me take you way back to December 2015. It was on a quiet evening. I was sat in bed and contemplating, what do I want to develop further in order to gain more success? For those of you who don't know, I began my life transformation in June 2011. Sadly, I'd lost my big brother to a very sudden death in November 2013. I was still going through the grieving process at this time in December 2015. I had a regular habit of reflecting on my past year's progress at the end of the year. So when December came in 2015, I was reflecting on my progress and was deciding, what do I want to develop further in order to attract success, in order to work hard on myself? As I was sat on my bed on that very quiet evening, call it what you will, a guardian angel, the universe, and in a voice, I had this gentle, nudging voice that was telling me, get into public speaking. And I immediately thought, are you crazy? Why would I want to get into public speaking? Then the voice kept coming back. It kept guiding me, gently giving me a nudge and a push. And throughout December, I was being told, get into public speaking, Kit. Get into public speaking, Kit. That's what it was saying to me. Whilst I was reading this book called How to Make a Great Speech by Jackie Arnold, Make a Great Speech, or something like that. It was by Jackie Arnold. It was about communication and how to deliver public speeches. Now, throughout this December in 2015, I was looking up, I was studying how to make a great speech, because this voice in my head told me to get into public speaking. And at the end of this book, it suggested the reader to join public speaking organisations such as Toastmasters. This was the first time I'd ever heard of the global organisation, Toastmasters. So by the beginning of January, I was looking into clubs that were in my local area, Glasgow, Scotland. I joined one particular one in George Square. Didn't like it at all, because on the night that I attended, they were having their contest. It was chaotic. So I didn't go back because it seemed chaotic. It wasn't my cup of tea, I thought. The next public speaking meeting I went to was a Toastmasters meeting, and the club was called Glasgow Toastmasters. Towards the end of the meeting, a member spoke to me, and he said, or he or she said to me, I can't remember who, they said to me, oh, we have another meeting here next Tuesday. And incidentally, it was a club that this particular club had spread out to. It was the younger sister club called Clyde Communicators, which is which has been my home club since I joined Toastmasters. This particular club that I'm a member of was set up a month before I joined. So when I visited, the club had only been set up it was on the month that they had been set up. I want to share with you the 5 gains over the past 5 years of being an active member of Toastmasters. So the first gain, obviously, because it's a public speaking organisation, I get to practice, develop and master the art of public speaking. So I've learned how to structure a speech with an opening, a body and a conclusion. I've learned how to communicate with others where it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So let me give you a scenario. Imagine I am the parent who wants her child to do something. Now, I used to scream at my children to get them to do what I wanted them to do. Then I learned that, okay, I'm getting them to do what I want them to do by force, by screaming at them. But that was abusive. So throughout my self-development journey, and also from being a member of Toastmasters, I learned that it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So I decided to stop screaming at my children as a form of communication altogether. I cut that out altogether. I decided that I would talk to them and treat them with respect, treat them like an adult, because my youngest is 15 years old now. So that's helped me to communicate with, it's not what you say, it's how you say it. So public speaking and Toastmasters has helped me to develop my communication skills as much as my public speaking skills. So communication and public speaking go hand in hand. So these are the 2 main benefits that I've gained from public speaking. Now, to elaborate on that, public speaking is impromptu most of the time. I would say 90% of the time in my situation, because I am a parent, I'm a mother, so I don't get a script when I'm talking to my children, my sons. I don't write up a script and say, right, this is the opening, this is the body, this is the conclusion, this is what I'm going to say, and this is how I'm going to say it, and this is how I'm going to conclude my conversation with my sons. So it's impromptu speaking. Now, prior to joining Toastmasters, the way I communicated was with many, do you know what I mean? So, well, you know, or some members of Toastmasters use well, so, do you know what I mean? These filler words and phrases, and the Glaswegians have a great one that I hear quite often from females. I says, they'll start their sentence as, I says, I says, I says. Or there's another one that I've picked up from females, and they add it to the end of the sentence. Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? Do you know what I mean? It doesn't add any flavour, it doesn't enhance the conversation or their message, yet they put it in anyway. It distracts the listener and takes away the power of their message. The majority of people are not aware of using, let me take this off. The majority of people are not aware that they're using filler words and phrases that are distracting to the listener, because they don't realise that they're doing it. They're unconscious of it. And this is one of the things that we get taught at Toastmasters, is to eliminate our, you know, I says, well, do you know what I mean? These filler words and phrases, in order to enhance your conversation skills and strengthen your message. So that was the first 2. The first 2 gains is communication and public speaking skills. The third gain for me was developing my leadership skills. And what do I mean by that? In a regular Toastmasters meeting and in contests, we get the opportunity to facilitate the meeting, which requires leadership skills. So I've learned how to facilitate a meeting from beginning to end, and it's helped me to facilitate my workshops in my life coaching business. So it's been a massive benefit to me. Another way to develop our leadership skills in Toastmasters is by, one, taking on roles within a regular meeting. Roles that includes being the grammarian, where you provide a word of the day for the members to use, or being the accounter, who counts the M's and A's, wells, you knows, I says, you know what I mean. These fill words and phrases and deliver a report at the end of the meeting. And there are also more demanding roles, such as the MC of the evening, which we call the Toastmaster of the evening, who facilitate the meetings. And there are speech evaluators who verbally evaluate a prepared speech. Then we have a table topic master who provides the questions for impromptu speaking participants. And we also have an evaluator who evaluates these impromptu speeches that were delivered on the evening of the meeting. One of the most demanding roles, in my opinion, is the MC of the evening, because they're on their feet throughout the evening. Our club meetings is around 2 hours long, so you're on your feet. There's a lot of focus on details, so it's an exhausting and demanding role. There's also another demanding role called the GE, which is General Evaluator for short. Its abbreviation means General Evaluator. The General Evaluator evaluates the roles that members take within a regular meeting. For example, they evaluate the speech evaluators, the table topics evaluator, which is impromptu speaking evaluator, the MC of the evening, the person who counts the filler words and phrases, the accounter, the grammarian, and the timer. Now, this main role is the most demanding because you're constantly taking notes, taking notes, and then you have to deliver your report at the end of the evening, where you do not get prior practice. You don't get time to practice your speech. So it's helped our members to speak impromptuly. The fourth benefit I've gained is friends. I've met a lot of friends throughout my 5 years at Toastmasters whom I keep in touch regularly. I have friends now in Indonesia who were based in Glasgow when they were university students. They moved back to Indonesia last month because they wanted to go back home and they missed their family. The fifth gain is the networking opportunities that I get. I've had a great opportunity to find my life coach through Toastmasters. My life coach is a member of Toastmasters in another club in my area in Glasgow. I've been working with her since April 2018. My visual designer, who helped me design the visuals for my workshops, is also a member of Toastmasters from England. The networking opportunities is more, what's the word? I'm stuck. We have more opportunities to visit Toastmasters clubs now that we are in this pandemic, because the majority of meetings are online. So we don't have to travel physically to visit a club meeting. So I've visited club meetings in Ireland, England, obviously Scotland, the USA, Australia, and I haven't visited any in Hong Kong. No, that's about it. Yeah. So I don't need to travel physically. I don't need to pack and unpack. I don't need to book a hotel. I don't need to go on a flight and go through borders, get my passport, book a that's the 5 main gains from being a member of Toastmasters. Once you join your own club, you have the benefit of joining meetings throughout the world. As long as you are a member, you will get the benefit of joining meetings around the world. We've had members from all over the world visit our club, and I visit other clubs as well. So the networking opportunities is even more beneficial now that we are online. The majority of us are online. So that's the 5 main benefits of being a Toastmaster, in my opinion, and it's from my own experiences. If I hadn't been a member of Toastmasters and hadn't joined the organisation, I doubt very much that I would be able to create my YouTube videos and speak to camera, because I wasn't comfortable before joining Toastmasters. When I wanted to make YouTube videos, I didn't know how to start, I didn't know what to say, I didn't know how to say it, I didn't know how to look into the camera and make eye contact with my audience, you. So the benefits has been many. I've only listed 5 main ones. There are many others, and what I get is probably not what another member of Toastmasters would get. So everyone gets something different. I only shared with you what I've got from Toastmasters, my 5 main gains. So I'm delighted to be sharing this with you, because today is my 5th anniversary of being an active member of Toastmasters. So let's pop another party popper. Oh, I make a mess of my room with these, what's it called? Funny strings. We call it silly strings here in Glasgow. Oh, it stinks. Well, I got to tidy up now and get ready for, get dinner ready. Then I've got my Toastmasters meeting at my home club tonight. So until the next time, it's bye from Glasgow Go Gator and Kit. Take care.